This is the how-to video of the Online Research Management Information System. It will cover the core processes of the system, regarding to the 6 funding opportunities of the Research Management Office, that the system can handle, which are the research grant, paper presentation, publication, thesis, and dissertation grant, merit promotion and invention disclosure incentives. As an author, to submit a new research, you need to log into your account. By clicking the Login button at the left side of the homepage, a message box will appear asking for your credentials. Upon logging in, you will be directed into your dashboard. Click the New Submission button. You will be redirected to the New Submission page, where you can submit different types of researches. To submit a research grant, in the New Submissions section, input the category of the research and select the submission type as research grant and select the subtype of your choice. Upload the endorsement letter and input the details of the submission, such as the title, collaborating agency, project duration, project cost, your institute, and the brief description of the project. After this, input the content of your project, in respective parts of the document. Click Save and finish your submission. The administrator will be now notified and will accept the submission and schedule the author for presentation. Alongside with this, the admin will tag a reviewer that will review your project for round 1. The tagged reviewer can log in to their account and can accept or decline the project. Once accepted, the reviewer can start evaluating the project. In round 1 evaluation, the reviewer can only evaluate the project through comments and suggestions. After all of the reviewers have evaluated the submission, the administrator can now accept the review and proceed the submission to the next step. The admin will now request a revision from the author. The author will be notified of this and can now see the results of the round 1 evaluation. They can now upload their revision and have their project reviewed again for round 2. The administrator will accept the revision from the author and send them again to the same set of reviewers. The reviewers will evaluate the project for the second time, but in round 2, the project will be scored in numerical format. After that, the admin will be notified again that the reviewers are finished evaluating the project and accept the results. If the project passed the evaluation, the author can now upload the forms needed. The author can now submit their forms needed, like the line item budget, schedule of output, terms of reference, and their work plan. Finally, the administrator will accept the forms, that the author submitted and can now schedule for the Memorandum of Agreement signing. Upon the generation of MOA, the admin will input the approval dates for UREC and BOR, approved project duration and the approved budget. When the author consistently comply the needed number of progress reports, the research will automatically migrate to the completed research grant records, which also serve as the repository. To submit a paper presentation, in the New Submissions section, input the category of the submission and select the submission type as paper presentation. Select whether the subtype is local or international. Enter the details needed. And upload the documents needed, such as the letter of intent, soft copy of the paper to be presented, letter of invitation, brochure, conference program, financial assistance details and CHED accreditation. Click Save and finish your submission. The admin will now be notified, and will accept the submission. Click the Assign to RC button, to assign a research coordinator, that will evaluate the submission. The admin can also notify the research coordinator. The research coordinator will be notified, and he can finally proceed on evaluating each file the author has uploaded. After the research coordinator is finished evaluating, the admin can now print the evaluation sheet. The admin will input the CTS number, and the amount of financial assistance the author will get. Afterwards, the submitted paper presentation can be considered as a completed research because it already undergo the whole process successfully. The research has been automatically transferred to the records of completed paper presentation. To submit a publication, in the New Submissions section, input for the category and select the research type as publication. Enter the details of the submission, such as the journal title, research title, year, volume number, ISSN details, amount, date of the hard copy submission. After that, you need to upload the front and back covers of the journal, and it should be in an image format. Upload the needed documents, and a sample article. Click Save and finish your submission. The admin will be notified of the submission, just like in the paper presentation. Click the Assign to RC link to assign a research coordinator that will evaluate the submission. The research coordinator will be notified and proceed on evaluating each file and documents for the journal. After the research coordinator is finished evaluating, the admin can now print the evaluation sheet. The admin can now print the endorsement letter for the journal. After fetching the endorsement letter, the research will automatically move to the records of completed publication and citation incentives, because it undergo the whole process successfully. To submit a thesis and dissertation grant, in the New Submissions section, input for the category and your desired research type. Enter the details of the submission like the title, amount, date of the submission of the hard copy, brief description of the project. After that, upload the necessary documents for the thesis and dissertation grant. Then click Save and Finish Your Submission button. Just like in the publication and paper presentation, the research coordinator will evaluate the documents, so click the Assign to RC link in order to send the submission to the research coordinator. The research coordinator can now evaluate all of the documents. After the evaluation, the admin can now print the evaluation sheet and the endorsement letter of the thesis and dissertation grant. After fetching the endorsement letter, the research will automatically move to the records of completed thesis and dissertation grant, because it undergo the whole process successfully. To submit a merit promotion, in the New Submissions section, input the category of the submission and select the submission type as merit promotion. Enter the details of the submission, such as the title and the year. After that, upload the needed documents and click Save and Finish Your Submission. The administrator of the REMC will now receive the submission, and can now tag your submission as pass or failed. If the tagged remark is passed, the process would be considered done, and complete. The research will move automatically to the records of completed merit promotion. To submit an invention disclosure incentives research, in the New Submissions section, input for the category, and select the submission type as invention. Enter the title, year, invention type, and application stage. Click the checkbox if you're applying for patent. Upload the needed documents like the letter of application, proof of invention, affidavit for applicant's qualification, and/or co-authorship partnership agreement. Click Confirm and finish your submission. The administrator will now decide what stage of the invention will be accepted. In that point where the process of invention disclosure ends, think about efficiency, think about Ormis.